In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless lights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Mina, konbanwa, JesusFreakinGamer here with my awesome, stupid friend Robert. And
Yeah, well.
Dark Souls. This is actually take 3. A lot of you have probably noticed at this point, I'm no longer a cleric. I'm a knight. Brief explanation, good stupid friend Robert.
Well, you see, right, I made an error in my judgment. Last time we played this, I let him play as a cleric, and then after further judgment and many debating between the both of us, we decided that generally a pure physical build would do better, both for Let's Play and for his first experience through the game.
Basically, clerics are apparently shit
not that
from
good.
Start to beginning.
They're
So I was
not
going to be
that
like
good
all
from
nice
start
and
to
religious and stuff, and apparently that's just not a good idea in Dark Souls.
It's a viable playthrough once you get used to the game, but on your first
But still a difficult one, apparently, from
it's
beginning
still not
to
easy.
end.
It's not, yeah.
Difficult for Dark Souls, by the way.
Well, I mean, honestly, that comes up to your preferences, but I see it as one of the more there aren't any good faith weapons. Like, there's no decent physical weapon that you can use with a faith build, whereas every other build has really nice physical damage output that faith just can't do.
So there's just really no compensating for that. There just isn't.
And the offensive spells aren't worth it, because most of the offensive miracles are used as boss killers. Yeah. Which, if you don't have the strength to get to the boss killers aren't going to do you much. And if you use all the boss killer spells on the way to the boss, then you don't have anything to fight him with. So it's a pretty hard... I find it to be one of the more difficult ones through my extensive experiences with the game.
How many times have you been through the game now? Like over 100 or something?
If it is not over 100, I am going to be genuinely surprised.
Something stupid. I'd be interested to see the hours on your Steam account with this game.
Well, I didn't play it on Steam. I played it on Xbox.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Which they actually do start counting hours now, but
oh wow, okay.
On the Xbox One, they actually time how long you've played the game.
But on the original, there was
on
no
Xbox 360, there was no such thing. I really wish there was, because
you'd be interested to know how much of my life was wasted playing this particular game.
Like I said, if it's not,
oh my gosh,
if it's not just way up there, like it has to be weeks, if not months, spent on this game, just in pure playtime.
Oh, I believe it. Oh, I probably should have. We're not going to edit any of that out, but I'm not sure if they even saw the game.
Well, they don't need to. They're stupid.
Yeah, that's right, audience freaks. You're all stupid. We're not doing this for you.
That's what I say.
We're doing this for us.
Mainly for him, because he doesn't know the glory that is Dark Souls.
We are being such dicks right now. Okay, so, and we're not playing with the mouse. You said mouse is evil. Controller's the way to go.
Yes.
So we are doing that, and the first thing we were going to do is look at some of the items for the game, because you said items are...
Item descriptions are where you're going to get the brute amount of the story.
And I obviously don't know what I'm doing.
There you go.
And where's the description?
Hit X.
X is going to be the description.
You're hitting Y.
I am.
He's not used to controllers.
I don't know what I'm doing. I know some of this is going to be at the end of the other video. I may edit that out. I may not. I'm not sure. But we're just going to go ahead and go for it.
No, I will say, for the most part, I'm going to let you read.
Yes.
I'm just gonna, for the vast majority, but there are going to be some particular items where I am going to read it, because there is significance that needs to be pointed to specific moments.
Okay. Whoa. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, you can move while you're in the menu.
I keep forgetting. I was like, whoa, why is shit moving?
There's no pause button. If you go in to read an item description at the wrong time, you will die. Like, seriously. This is unforgiving.
Wow. Which is awesome.
Get to read it.
So, Black Separation Crystal. By the way, you won't see the FMV in the first video because it was complete crap. I had a bad hard drive.
We fixed it.
Western Digital Black 2, the hybrid drive. Don't buy this. Giant X Evil. Does not do well. Got a brand new hard drive, working beautifully. NVMe for the nerds in the know. 2 thumbs up for that. So yeah, this playthrough isn't going to have all the stupid lag shit that the last video had.
You know, being a console gamer really just makes me not know what the fuck you're talking about.
Basically,
none.
In short, NVMe is...
I didn't ask for an explanation.
Well, you're getting a short one.
No, you're actually going to read this item.
It's a damn fast drive that just came out recently.
All right, good.
Okay, Black Separation Crystal. On with the story in the show. And my horrible impending death. This black crystal Long a symbol of farewell is granted to banished undead. I was sent to a prison in the north. The crystal sends phantoms back to their homes or sends you back to yours. Beware of fickle use of this item if you intend to nurture... I keep forgetting that. I'm not allowed to switch around shit. Beware of fickle use of this item if you intend to nurture relations.
So, a question. When you read very ambiguous descriptions like this, do you want me to generally explain what they are?
Well, I mean, I can posit a guess, and you can tell me how. I don't describe too terribly.
No.
Me.
But I'm gonna tell you like stuff like this that you're probably never gonna use.
Well, it's like banished. Well, I remember when I watched you play through, you were like, I think this teleports you back to bonfires or something.
No.
Oh, that's not this.
No. This is a multiplayer item.
Oh.
Basically, if you are summoned into someone else's world,
yeah.
or if you summon someone else into yours, like if you're in someone else's world and you want to go home,
yeah.
use this, and it sends you home. If someone is in your world and you want to kick them out, use this, it kicks them out. You cannot kick out invaders.
Okay, I can kick out my allies, and I can, if someone has summoned me,
you can leave.
I can leave.
But
them.
you cannot kick out invaders.
I can't kick out an invader. Since
They're
I am
invader
playing
for a
online, since I'm playing online, maybe I'll just turn the online part.
You're not gonna do that
off.
at all, and I'm also gonna force you to go through the forest as a human at least once.
Yeah, there's something about like they have to invade you and beat the shit out of you or something or other. Is it possible to win? I'm guessing it's possible to get through
in
that
PvP.
forest. Yeah, I'm guessing it's possible for me to win.
It's possible to win PvP. I win PvP all the time, but I'm good.
No, well, there you go.
I don't know if you are.
I've never done PvP before, except for like in Street Fighter and shit.
Pushed in.
Probably.
It's a good fight though. It's all right. I will say I'm not a competitive person. I don't like multiplayer. When I get on games like Call of Duty or Battlefield, games that are literally made for the multiplayer, I prefer the story and the zombies.
Okay.
Games that are focused on competitive multiplayer, that is almost always my least favorite aspect of the game. Whereas Dark Souls, I thoroughly love the PvP experience.
It's good.
Adore it. Stop making everything sexual, you weirdo.
That was a weird like.
Nah, you're trying to.
That was no. What?
You're gonna stick your Peter in the game piece.
No.
You're gonna find.
I am not that fond of Dark Souls.
Find a drive port and
or the PC. Oh gosh. Oh, they're way too small. Moving along, the dark sign.
What yours is for the port?
The dark sign signifies an accursed undead. Okay, so apparently there are a lot of undead, and apparently I'm not a total zombie. I can control my character.
Yes.
The dark sign is something. It's like it seems like a lot of the people here can lose their humanity.
Yes.
And I'm not. Now, does the story like develop that later on, where I will learn what the heck all this is?
Not to the point where you'll understand it without me explaining it to you.
Okay, well, I'll just read this.
I can give you a rough estimate.
Well, I'm going to read this, and then you can just do the rough estimate.
Okay.
The dark sign signifies an accursed undead. Apparently, I have it, so that's got to be me. Those branded with it are reborn after death, but will one day lose their mind and go hollow. Death triggers the dark sign, which returns its bearer to the last bonfire rested at, but at the cost of all humanity and souls.
Alright, so... Firstly,
I died.
Firstly, yes. Firstly, the usefulness of this item is that I've literally never used this item once.
Okay.
It is so that if you are in an area and you want to go back to your most recent bonfire, you can use this, but if you're human, it will make you undead and it will take away all of your souls. Okay. I have never used this once. It is the equivalent of dying. It literally does the exact same thing as dying, except with this, you cannot retrieve your gear.
Oh, God.
So it's completely worthless. It's literally only here for some story significance. You can actually see it on your character if you back out of the menu.
Okay. Let's see if I'll just push buttons until I find it.
All right, now.
Yay.
All right, now scroll over once. All right, that's your equipment screen. Hit A. This is all of your equipment. Okay. Go down to the chest plate and hit X.
Chest plate.
Or not X. Yeah, X.
No.
All right. Now I'm gonna let you put it back on, but I want you to back out and look at your character.
Okay. That's it. Oh!
Now spit that. See that giant swirly thing on your chest? That's the dark sign.
Like all the tendrils coming out of my heart, basically.
Now, that's not formally canon, but it's generally what everyone perceives to be the dark sign. In Dark Souls 2, it's on your upper left-hand shoulder. On your back.
Oh my god, yeah, a bunch of tentacles are just growing.
That is
out of the heart.
That is the curse that is in you. So that's the thing. The curse happened in this...
Wow.
So my rough estimate, of what this all is a curse was brought on everything from the abyss.
Yeah.
And what that curse did to humans was whenever a human dies, and it's not even just humans, most living things, when they die, they can become undead.
When they die, they can become...
And undead is what you are right now. You are simply an undead. When that undead person loses everything, normally meaning the souls they've acquired, or, or their will to live,
yeah,
then they become hollow. Which hollow is what... Hollowed people are what you're going to be fighting for most of the game. They are people that were once human, went undead, and then either lost all their souls, went crazy, or lost their will to live. And they became hollows, which are basically empty shells that want nothing but to feed on souls.
So they are truly zombies.
Yes.
They are
the
truly
reason why
zombies,
they do not attack each other is because they do not contain the souls that they seek.
Okay.
You as an undead do. So that is why they focus on you, because you have the souls that they want. Generally, I perceive it more as being humanity instead of souls.
Okay.
But that's a little bit of a meh. It's not confirmed one way or the other. You can't figure out how to re-equip your armor, can you?
Well, actually, I wanted to see if there was any story to my
None.
basic... This is not important at all.
No.
And that will
be useful later.
Yeah, I got that just for story.
Yes.
So, blah-de-blah-de-blah, we're gonna... Eventually, I'm gonna learn how this friggin' menu works, and that...
Alright, so
oh, wow, all sorts of cool stuff
that
here.
shows all of your resistances, that shows all of your levels, that shows every single stat that you have.
Okay.
Like, that is, like, your, Alright, so poise is basically how much stagger you're gonna take per hit. You want generally as high
like when they
as you
hit
can
me, I go back.
you get kind of locked back, like you stunned.
Or stun, okay.
That's it. Kind of. That's a rough thing. Bleed is a bar that fills up. If it's a status effect. If it fills all the way up, a massive amount of damage is done to you.
Okay.
Poison is the same thing. It's a status effect. I'm sure you figured out. If it fills all the way up, your health slowly decreases. Mm-hmm. There's also another form of that, but I'm not going to talk about it now. I'm going to let you figure it out later.
Okay.
There are curses, which petrify you, and I'm not going to tell you what they completely are, because once again, I want you to find out for yourself.
Because it's going to happen.
Because it's going to happen. You're going to get pissed when it does. Let me tell you. If
but
you ever,
I
will tell you this much. If you ever see a little bar filling up that has that black skull in it, get the fuck out.
Well, I was going to say, now, it's weird that you said if it fills up, then the effect takes place.
Yes.
It's like it's a status effect,
that
but you can prevent it.
By getting away from it.
By getting away from, getting away from the poison, or getting... How do you get away from bleeding? Like, if you've been cut, you're bleeding. I know I'm just kind of going on
Shut
about
the
stuff.
fuck up. But
seriously, that's weird.
Well, it means, like, alright, bleeding is mainly done from katanas, which is basically, like, if they hit you enough that they cut deep enough, then they do a staggering amount of damage.
Okay.
Poison, it kind of also makes sense in that your body needs to absorb this certain amount of poison before it really takes an effect on you.
That's the thought, and then
that's
curses...
the thought, and curses is basically the same thing. Like I say, if you see that little black skull and the bar fill up next to it...
That's really, really bad.
Run away.
That
is by far the worst status effect in the game.
I mean, it could just be instant death.
It is.
Oh. Okay. You think you were telling me.
And it's much worse than that.
It's worse than death?
You'll get to it later.
All right.
I might even tell you
it's
later.
It's worse than death.
Hope you never have to find out.
Sounds
and
like...
that is all I'm going to tell you.
Sounds like the dark sign itself gets rid of all your items. It makes me wonder what else...
No, it doesn't get rid of all your items. It gets rid of all your souls.
But you lose souls with the dark sign as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It gets rid of all your souls, not your items. Souls and items are two different things. Souls is like souls is a currency. Souls, you gain souls whenever you kill an enemy or whenever you use some items, and they're used for buying things from vendors as well as leveling up.
Okay. So we need to... The equipment was... That's just status. That's options with the game. So equipment, it was down here.
Yes.
Just hands, legs. I have a random... Apparently there are 2 ring slots. Do I not have any shield at all?
No. Not yet.
A straight sword hilt.
That honestly...
Any story there?
Unequip that.
Unequip?
Yeah, read it. You can see why I want to equip it.
The hilt of this lost sword was found discarded in the asylum. Blah. That was bad English. I'm starting over. The hilt of this lost sword was found discarded in the undead asylum. Only slightly better than one's bare hands and not recommended for extensive use. Be certain to find a replacement quickly. Well, yeah, a broken sword hilt's not going to do you very much.
Yeah.
It's not going to do very good. Sorry, Aragorn, to disappoint you from Fellowship of the Ring. It's not that useful.
I just unequip it. It's not worth it.
So it really just...
Yeah, so go back to your item screen.
So we need to go back here and
hit X.
That button.
You hit A. Hit B. Now hit X. There you go.
All right.
Now, the top 2 slots, like what you're in now and the one right next to it, those are generally going to be for your weapons. Those 2 are going to be, like, go down 1. That is normally where I put my shield, and the one over that is where I put my bow.
Okay. Left hand and right. There are 2 slots for each. How can you hold 2 weapons in one hand?
Switch them out. Like you hold one, then you switch it out.
Okay. Like a scabbard at your side.
Yeah.
You have 2 slots on each side. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So don't even equip it on the right hand. Just leave it unequipped.
Those 5 things right there, those are your quick items.
2 of which I can use.
2 of which you can use that I wouldn't recommend using right now.
Yep.
Basically, if you put them on there, down on the D-pad whenever you're normally playing, will cycle through your quick select items, and you can just use them without going into this screen.
Okay. Of course, I can just leave there, period, by doing that. Okay, I think I'm ready to die.
All right, let's go.
Let's do this. I don't like these controls are weird.
You get used to them.
Well, then again, I press down and it goes up. I press up and it goes down. So I like it inverted. That makes more sense. That was
You're going to have to get used to the controls.
I'm really going to have to get used to the controls. Alrighty, and this game auto-saves throughout the entire thing, I believe.
If the power goes out and you start it back up, you'll be at the exact moment that you left.
Okay. Let me see what's in here.
It's the guy.
It is. It's a guy. And oh, the key. Did I lose the key already?
No, you can't open his door with it.
Aw. Read message.
These are little tutorials.
Right stick, camera control.
That's how they do the tutorials in this. So you can look at all these cells. You can't open any of them, but they kind of just show you. This is literally a prison. Where they got sick of undead and they start shoving people in here because they're terrible people. You just have to equip your helmet.
These controls. My goodness gracious golly day. Does that have any... Oh, no, I actually read that last time on the last playthrough. Straight sword hilt, just read that.
Nothing important there. Nothing important there.
Okay, so I just need to get out of there. And that is... Why is this so confusing to me?
Because it's
well,
new.
I'm also not a I'm not a third person kind of guy.
It's new. You'll get used to it.
I'm used to when I played older games like God of War, usually you just the camera goes, it does it, you don't have to move the camera moves wherever you want it to.
Right.
So that's when
So this is the test dummy. You can punch the shit out of him.
Attack.
With your that's your light attack. Now I do just want to say before you do anything, step back for a second. Now, pan the camera up so you can look down at the ground. See that rat model right there?
Rat?
See that dead rat model?
Oh, that's a big rat.
That is literally never used anywhere else in the game.
That particular model?
It's used in the asylum. That's it.
Actually, hold on. You can explore a lot just by doing this.
And you're going to. For example, take a couple steps forward.
Couple steps forward.
Look around.
Oh wow. Oh, that's sexy.
Now, I wonder what put him in there.
Whoa, 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 whoa! That's a thing. That's a whoa. Hi. How are you doing? Nyeh.
I don't think he's gonna do anything.
Nyeh. Is there like a heavy attack?
Yes, right trigger.
Okay, whoa, he like recoiled.
Yeah.
Whoa, that is a thing.
Now.
He's a...
Now, I will tell you a very important mechanic in this game.
Die?
Yes. Turn the controller towards that hollow that's crying.
That's gorgeous. Okay, controller to war.
Alright, so now you're looking at him.
Aww.
Click in the right stick.
Click in the right stick? Oh, click in.
Whoa,
what is that?
That's
oh, that's targeting. That's like good old Zelda targeting.
Targeting.
But you
and now you can punch the shit out of him.
I honestly don't want to.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm like, he's like me. He's not like hollow.
You. He's a hollow. You are an undead. He has nothing left. He's an empty shell.
Well, he's not attacking me, so...
He's passive. Alright, that's good. Not attacking things that are passive will sometimes get you killed, and it will sometimes be a really good thing.
A little bit of both.
A little bit
but
of both.
Still, holy fuck.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Strong attack.
Right
trigger. Does left do anything?
Left.
What was that?
The left bumper,
Yeah.
since you don't have a shield,
Yeah.
it just does a little punch. Normally, left bumper would block with your shield.
Okay.
Left trigger is a mechanic called parrying, which I do not recommend you to do ever until you get good at the game.
Okay.
Because the parry window is very small, and if you fuck it up, there is punishment.
Yeah, I know in fighter games I'm not very fond of parrying just because the timing has to be so fucking precise.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
So
Prize butt sex anyone?
you can click.
Maybe.
See, look, you're already getting used to the target mechanics. Perfect.
I'm being so bad. PewDiePie, what have you done to me? You're a bad influence on the youth, even though I'm older than you. Left stick, hold B, dash. So, okay.
So
which button is B? Let me manually look at my controller because I'm an nincompoop and I can't figure it out. Okay.
Alright, so when you just tap it and you're not moving, then it does a backdash. If you are moving and you hold it, you sprint.
So move forward and then rah, and that uses stamina. Okay. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna look again. You're gonna get sick and tired of how much I look around.
I don't blame you. This is exactly what I did.
Like apparently, like whoa, I can do a lot of shit.
Yep.
And there's a big nasty son of a gun down there.
Yeah, there is.
He's a stumpy wumpus woo. I love that. Have you heard that before?
No, glad I haven't.
It's pretty awesome. Just saying. Whoa, more stuff. Target lock. Oh, that's the right.
That's the right. Clicking in the right stick.
Now, if there are multiple targets on screen, I'm assuming you can just like click between them all.
You can't click between them all. You click in once, and it activates your target reticle, and then you move the left stick to switch between them.
Okay, well, I'll have to get used to that later on.
Yeah.
Whoa, there's heat in this room. There's heat in this room.
Heat means nothing.
Okay. You know, for an older game, the graphics are gorgeous.
Yeah, right?
This is not bad.
It's really not.
Okay.
It's held up pretty well. He's just sitting there in some water.
Okay, I have a few options here. Is that not the language you speak? You look like a... I thought maybe that was the language you spoke. Hey, buddy. What's up? Are you hollow too?
Yep.
Wow, blank stare. Look, if I could narrow in on that face with like a decent editing software, look at that face.
Technically, there was a way to do so.
He's like gone.
Technically, there was a way to get a better look at that face.
Oh, how?
It involves fucking with the camera. If you want me to show you, I'll be more than happy to
can
do
you
so.
instruct me?
It'd be really hard to. Alright, stand behind him.
Behind?
Like, stare at the wall behind him.
Stare at the wall behind him.
And now move the camera so that it's closer to his face.
Whoa! Hi. Nice ass. Okay. We're going to do that. Oh, Oh! Good gosh.
Yep.
For some reason, I feel like attacking him. I don't know if it's the room
Go
or just
for it.
that weird face. No, he's not doing anything to me.
Okay.
I don't know. Again, just like attacking things that aren't doing anything to me, it's just kind of like, eh.
Alright.
And if I later on regret that, then, you know, I die and I come back and shit happens.
Okay.
And I want to look around while looking at the bottom. Or the top. Or both, damn it. Okay, so I thought that way was an option. It's not. Man, water slows you down like no one's business.
When it's up to your knees, yes it does.
Are you not going to instruct me in anything else?
Me?
No, I meant like the room. I'm sorry. That did sound like I was talking to you.
It did.
That's actually not what I meant. Whoa, okay. Woo! Woo! Yes, I'm having a little bit of fun.
Oh.
Good gosh. So this is what it's like to play a modern game. It is kind of fun. And awkward, and I still can't fucking figure out these damn controls. Okay. So, I can't even see the ground, but... I'm close to the edge. Is there a way to slow... Well, it's analog, so I should be able to walk slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's how I do that. Okay, so I turn around that way, I look up, and there is nothing but a ceiling.
I will say this much, though. You don't need to be this fucking particular.
I told you, dude. I told you that.
Alright, so, resting on a bonfire recovers your health.
Not that I need.
You don't need it now.
I hear a stompy wumper around.
I would activate that bonfire.
This does.
Now, it only activates the checkpoint when you sit at it.
So you light it, then you have to rest at it.
Yes. Now, as of right now, that resets the world around you. Any enemies that you killed will respawn. Bosses will not. Some legendary enemies will not. But as of right now, the only...
Legendary enemies.
That's what I call them. That's not the technical name for them. They're special enemies, basically. Now, however, the only option that you have at this bonfire is to stand up. That's all you can do right now.
Oh, I don't know, just because of the way this world looks, I hear something stepping around. I don't assume the best.
It's a good thing to do.
I don't assume the best when I hear something Oh my... Dude, this is... I can't wait till I play like The Witcher 3 or something, because this world is gorgeous. And that steppy-wepping Louise is not cool. It is not gorgeous. It's kind of disturbing and disgusting. Ooh, can I do something here?
Nope.
Aw. Boo. Looks like a cross. What's up, Jesus? You in Dark Souls? Something tells me nothing's gonna save me here. Something tells me nothing's gonna... I don't think Jesus is a part of this world. I don't think this is part of the world he created. Is that me?
That noise, yes.
That is me.
Okay.
Nyeh. Stronger attack. Nyeh. Nyeh. Oh, I almost thought that was a window for a second because I saw the light. Like, oh, can I see through to something else that's horrifying and terrible? Ooh, I can open this. But I can also go forward over here. We're going to use the side door first. Well, fuck you too!
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, is there any... I was like, there's not going to be a bucket that just falls on me, is there?
Nah, they never do that.
Why do I have an ominous feeling?
I don't know.
Oh boy. Jars! Can I break you?
Yes.
Woo! Finally break shit. Mrah! Feel my mighty fury, you fucking piece of jar! Nah! Mana! By the way, is there... Ah! What the fuck are you? What the... No! No! Ah! Okay, what? Yeah. I have not been prepared for this. This was not in the instruction manual. What the hell are you? You're that thing I saw earlier. Okay, I want to leave now. I want to go home. Ah! Door, why did you close on me?
This is gonna be great.
This is not acceptable.
This is gonna be a great playthrough.
Ah! That was my... I needed those. My future children do not appreciate this. Okay, how do I do the thing?
You're literally just past it. Oh, God.
What the... Wait a second. Hold on. Yeah. That's what I have to say to you. Bravery?
That was a good one. That was a good one. That's a really good one.
Fuck you! Jeez. In Christian love, of course.
Yeah.
Now, I certainly think I did the right thing by escaping with no weapon. I think that was the right move to do. Should I have taken him down?
No.
I should not have attempted.
There was actually a message in there that you didn't get to read because you were too busy punching walls. If you had read it, it would have simply said, run.
Okay, that was a message. That was a thing in there. Because I'm just like, what the... I mean... Actually, considering some of the walkthroughs I've seen on YouTube, I feel like the damage he did was pretty fair. Like, I survived a few hits. Okay, I need to ask this now. Like,
yes.
I've learned how to basically maneuver around in this world. How do I do more. What the?
Alright, so you know...
What did I just do?
Your camera's in the wall. Alright, so you know, if you tap B normally, you do a backstep.
Okay.
If you
just
hold B while you're running, or while you're moving, then you sprint. If you tap B while you're moving, see what happens.
Okay, I'm like, there's got to be some way to move around. And I think I'd seen rolls and shit. So, yeah, you can just roll in whatever direction. That does take some stamina, just like all your attacks. Yeah, attacks
also,
are just...
blocking hits take stamina. So you can't just
With
sit
the
behind a
shield.
shield. Yeah. So you can't just sit behind a shield all day, because they will break your stamina. If you block to the point where your stamina gets depleted, it will stun lock you, which means you can't move for a couple of seconds, so they can get off a few free swings on you.
Gotcha. And in this game, that's pretty damn
That's
bad.
pretty bad. The reason why he did so little damage to you was because, one, you took a class with decent armor, and two,
Okay.
he's the very first enemy you encounter.
Yeah, I'm just... That was... I'm glad you enjoyed my reaction.
That was man, I can't wait until one of us goes back and watches this, because as you were just breaking pots and walking further into the room, you can see me just holding in my laughter. Just... It's perfect.
My fucking friends.
You told me not to tell you what's going on.
Thanks!
Don't stand there.
Got me all paranoid now.
Good.
How is this good?
Because you almost got shot.
Okay, knee deep. Is there a way to duck in this game?
No.
Okay, so that's not. I can't like duck.
You
down
can't knock
to some
crouch
other
down, no.
area. Okay, so there's nowhere to go except for through.
Now there's a message that said get your shield.
I saw that. Whoa! Whoa! What are you doing? Wait a second, there's Pillage corpse. Heater. Ah, I was hoping that would possibly... And now, that dude could fucking shoot me if I went down the hallway and paused.
Yep.
Couldn't he? So, I'm gonna go left hand for shield.
As you should.
I don't know, it just feels right. Okay, I has a shield. Okay, now, I'm going to...
Alright, now.
Now, I want to go back and save now that I've got my shield.
There's
so...
no reason to do that.
Well, I'm gonna do it. Well, actually, that's right. There's no saving.
There is no
in this game.
saving.
I keep. That is so different from normal.
The thing you're going to have to literally keep mind up all the time is close your menu.
You mentioned that before.
You would not have been able to block with.
I was like,
menu on.
why is he not? I want to see what happens when I block this shot.
He left.
Huh?
He walked away because you picked up your shield. He figured out that wasn't working.
You bastard. Oh gosh. Neck pops. Oh. Start, open menu, arms icon, change equipment. Oh, so so technically just you telling me the things that you told me is like
You're
quite a
learning
bit.
it early.
Yeah, but I thought those were like little messages left behind by people.
The ones in this area and this area alone are developer messages.
So even if I disconnected from Steam, which apparently I'm not going to do.
You're not gonna do.
To avoid PvP shit, I'd still see those messages here.
Yes.
For tutorial reasons. Okay.
Yes.
So I can punch, I can strong punch, I can block. Now that's just straight up blocking.
Yes.
Just holding. And parry is something...
That you're not gonna do ever.
That's parry?
Yes. You're never gonna do it.
Well, maybe near the end of the game.
By the end of the game, depending on what build you're gonna use... Oh, he's back.
That does no damage that way.
Yep.
Okay, you're being hostile. Oh, combos. Okay, I'm doing shit damage.
Yep.
You're gonna die anyway.
This is literally painful to me.
This thing is going to die.
You're gonna kick yourself so hard in the ass when you're done punching him to death.
There's a weapon right around the corner, is what you're telling me.
There's a weapon right under your feet.
Wait a minute, there's a thingy there. Oh, he's almost dead, though. He's almost dead. He's so close to dead. I can practically taste victory.
You kicked him.
I can't see you very well. I won!
He's rolling lock on.
Whoa. Something flowed from him into me. Was that his soul?
Yes. As you can see, you now have 20 souls.
Okay, lower right.
Lower right hand corner.
Okay, the only thing that the, our little bar up here is doing is actually
blocking the menu.
All it's doing is blocking the menu when I open it.
Right. Other than that,
Oh,
blocking
they're.
ragdoll physics.
Oh my gosh.
So go pick up that item that you should have
Hey,
picked
buddy.
up before you fought him.
What's going on? How you doing? You're coming with me. I'm gonna call you Boney. Or no, you're going the wrong way, Boney. What is wrong with you? I want you to go this way. You're going back. You're going back with me. Back through the tunnel. Okay, I lost interest. Okay, there's a thing. Toggle.
You hit the wrong button.
What was that?
Hit the wrong button.
Wait, what was that?
Now you tried to you hit the
Nah.
you hit the use an item button when you don't have an item equipped.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. Nah.
Is this what this playthrough is gonna be?
Partially, at least. You were enjoying it earlier. Enjoy the whole thing is going to be childish from beginning to end. Just enjoy the whole thing. I can read a message or pillage the corpse. I can do either. So I toggle between what I want to do. I will pillage the corpse. Hey! Okay, now, is there a story here? This shield is easy to use and is one of the smallest shields that offers 100% physical damage reduction. So some shields don't offer one. So some shields you get some damage done to you.
A good portion of shields.
Really? Okay. For my instruction, still.
Now I will say that normally the shields that don't offer 100% physical damage reduction do that because they offer something else. Some of them offer an increased amount of magic protection.
Okay.
Some of them increase fire protection. Some of them give you certain status effects. Like, there's one shield in particular, I'm not going to tell you what it is or where to find it, but there's one that does not block 100% of physical damage, but it makes your stamina regenerate faster.
So
it's a trade-off.
That may actually be useful depending on the terrain you're in.
That shield is basically my favorite shield in the game.
Okay. But 100% physical damage reduction, that's pretty darn good.
Yes.
That's still pretty friggin' good.
That is what you want.
For now, at the very least.
For most of the game.
Now... Like, I expected to see an attack difference between the straight sword hilt and the
There is
long
one.
sword. Do I need to press a button?
Hit X again. That thing does 20 damage, that one does 80.
How much damage do I do in and of myself? Like, this would do 20. How much would do my fists do? Like, because I was doing shit damage.
I will say, that thing says 20.
Mm-hmm.
It lies. It does the same amount of damage as your fist.
The exact same?
Yes.
There's no difference.
There's no difference.
Okay.
In fact, I think it does a little bit less. And it's shit. Literal shit.
Gotcha.
Now, damage, I can't give you a raw... that is your damage number, is 80.
Well, there's got to be
the 20 is like... The reason why I can't... Alright, no. That's your damage, is 80. With that weapon. Now, if you want to know how much damage you do with the weapon... Because that's just the weapon by itself. Equip the weapon.
Okay.
Now hit right bumper.
Right bumper?
Right bumper.
Bumper. Oh, is it
Yes.
trigger and bumper?
Yes.
I've never heard those terms before.
Now, where it says R weapon 1, that's
Yeah.
your first right-handed weapon, and you do 92 damage in total.
So my base
That
damage is 12.
No.
No.
Because that is the 80 damage...
How did he get to level 4?
He starts level 4.
Player starts at different levels.
That is the 80 damage that you did with 12 additional damage for your scaling, which is your strength and dexterity stats. Now, if you want to see what those are, go back to the weapon, click on it, like hit A. Now hit X again.
X.
Physical, 80, and then where it says plus 12, that's plus 12 from your scaling. Where it says param bonus, stands for parameter bonus.
Okay.
You have C in strength and C in dex. The arm, this muscly arm is strength. The hand is dex.
Where do people learn all this stuff if they don't have a friend telling them? Is there an instruction book to this somewhere?
Yes, it's called Wikipedia. The candle is intelligence and
free promo.
The candle is intelligence and the star is faith. Okay. Those are your stats.
And that's what never stacks with jack shit.
The highest stat I've ever seen scale with that for a decent weapon was C, which is pretty fucking bad.
Okay.
This is a starter weapon. C scaling isn't great. Now, since it is C, those two stats, those two stat bonuses stack on top of each other. Now, you have 13 strength and 13 dexterity. That means you're getting 6 additional damage from your strength right now, and 6 additional damage from your dexterity right now, adding up to 12 additional damage on top of the 80 from your normal weapon.
So it's a combination of, it's some kind, was that like an average or something? Because I'm like, it's 13 and 13.
You have 13?
So shouldn't it be 26?
No. Because, no. It's not, it has nothing to do with those numbers over there. Those numbers signify how many levels you have put into the strength and dexterity stats. They are not actual numbers in damage. Okay. For example, right now, you're getting about 2 damage.
I can move around while the screen's up.
Yeah, now you see where it says Recparam down there, like right at the parameter. Required parameter. That means this weapon requires that you have 10 strength and 10 dexterity to use.
There are some people starting off the game couldn't even use their first weapon.
Not in this one, no. In Dark Souls 2, there is a character that cannot use their starting weapon. Okay. In Dark Souls 1, there are not. Because everyone's starting weapon is within their stat capabilities.
But his starting weapon is a straight...
Wait, every character starts with that.
Yeah.
Your starter weapon is that longsword. Even though you picked it up late game, that's your character's starting weapon.
Okay, so the longsword would be something else.
And the heater shield would be something else for the other classes.
Okay.
And if you started with a class with, say, a bow, then that bow would be on another body later on in the tutorial area.
Okay. Okay. That's how this.
That's how this tutorial thing works. Now, I really do want you to understand how all of this works. So, I apologize, people. I'm going to spend a little time explaining this so that Brandon has some understanding of what he's doing. So, you see physical, magic, fire, and lightning. Mm-hmm. Very few weapons come generally with magic, fire, and lightning, but you can enchant weapons to have those damages.
Okay. Gotcha.
Now, as of right now, it only does physical damage, and its base damage is 80. Mm-hmm. When you upgrade that weapon, which you can only do at a blacksmith or with a certain item that you can't get yet, that lets you do it at bonfires, you can't upgrade it.
I can upgrade even the physical?
Yeah, when you upgrade the weapon, like you take the longsword to a blacksmith and you give him an item to upgrade it.
Yeah.
It upgrades its base damage, which as of right now is 80. Say when you upgrade it, I think if I remember correctly, it upgrades your base damage to 100. Okay. And it also upgrades how much that weapon scales with your stats.
Okay, the parameters.
Alright, so like with the dude that starts with the loincloth and the club, I forgot his name. Deprived. The club starts off with A scaling in strength, which is very good. Once you upgrade it, it upgrades into S scaling.
And that's just
and that's the best. And that's the best scaling in the game, is S scaling. But its base damage is lower than some other base damages. So your total damage output is the base damage, which is how much the weapon does by itself, combined with scaling, which is affected by your stats. And you can tell what stats upgrade it by what letters are under what symbol in param bonus. Okay. And you can see 200 out of 200 durability in the bottom right. You never have to pay attention to that. It's fine.
So my weapons and shields are not going to break?
No. Now, I will say, do you see where it says damage reduction percentage?
Yes.
If you leave this, I'm not telling you to do this right now. We can do it afterwards. If you were to leave this menu, and with your weapon in your right hand, your shield in your left hand, you can hit Y. You then wear your shield on your back, and you wield your weapon with both hands. Okay. What that does is, firstly, that reduces the amount of... say, This, say you found a weapon that needed 26 strength to use.
Okay.
When you two-hand
Gosh.
it, there are weapons that require 50. When you two-hand it,
Night much?
when you two-hand it, that cuts the required strength while you're two-handing it in half. Okay. So if you had a weapon that required 26 strength, you would only need 13 strength while you're holding it with both hands.
Okay.
But then that removes the strength scaling.
I'm not sure if I could ever have gotten into this game without instruction. Like, I'm the guy who reads instruction manuals before I play a game. Yeah. Holy crap.
I am your instruction manual. So
Pretty much.
So while you are two-handing a weapon, you can block with it, as if it is a shield. But it doesn't block that well. As you see right now, when you two-hand it, if you were to block, it would only block 50% of your physical damage.
Okay.
Now,
so that's like one-handed and two-handed.
No, because you can still swing with it two-handed. That is just how much it defends against if you try to block with it, which you can only do two-handed. But like, go back up to that. All right, so it blocks 10% of magic damage, 35% of fire, and 35% of lightning, which those two are actually better than some shields. The main thing,
no.
not that one, but the main thing, the biggest difference is stability, which the stability on this is 32.
Yeah.
Stability is the amount of stamina that is taken when you block a hit. Which means that the higher the stability, the more hits you can block with the shield before they break your guard. Breaking your guard is the term of when they beat your shield to your stamina depletion. And you get stunned back.
Some fighter games have guard breaks as well.
Yeah.
And they have guard meters, yeah. So you can't just block indefinitely is the purpose of that.
So the higher stability, the more hits you can take while blocking. Great shields have an absurdly high stability.
You
to the point of if you have a good stamina recovery, ring, shield, mask, whatever, and you block with it, you can theoretically regenerate the stamina faster than they can deplete it.
Okay, which that would be a perma block, but that as a warrior, as a knight, I'm sure you could. As a knight,
you can. As a warrior, you can get that. It depends on where you want to dump your stats. Okay. If you want to make this a quality character, that means you want to balance out your strength and dexterity relatively evenly, which means you're probably going to end up using small greatswords.
Okay.
Which,
well, I want to say this again. As difficult as this game is going to be, I definitely want to cheese as much as I can.
Well, like one of the small greatswords.
So definitely tell me how to break this game. Yeah, I went away from
I'm not going to tell you how to break it.
I went away from Cleric.
I'm not going to tell you how to break it, but I am going to tell you how to not eat shit every 5 seconds. All right, but
is there a way to break it?
In some boss rooms, yes.
But not overall.
The hardest boss in the game, you can shoot with a bow from outside of the area.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm not telling you how to do that. I'm not going to tell you how to do that.
Google's my friend.
Google's your friend. But,
do I do this a lot?
Honestly,
I do this a lot, don't I?
Yeah, you do. But
I'm going to keep doing it.
Honestly, the first small greatsword that you get is one of my favorite weapons in the game.
Okay.
Some of them are really good. But that's enough for now. We'll learn
actually,
more
that's
as
literally
we move
enough
on.
for now. We're pretty much at the end of this first video, so we're going to go right into the next playing portion of the game. But for now, for this video, we're going to go ahead and sign out. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you disliked it, because we talked way too fucking much,
we talk a lot,
hit that dislike button. But you loved the way I scrambled from that first boss. You loved it. Hit that like button. If you really liked it, please hit that subscribe button and join the freaks! And share this video with some of the people that you love.
I'll never get used to that.
Thank you guys very much. I love you, and God bless.